Nnamdi Kanu don file 22 grounds of appeal against conviction and stating that wetin government don do na illegal action and they never even prove beyond reasonable doubt say see wetin im do. So I go allow una make una watch this video, pay attention, share this video right now to everyone on every social media platform. Make sure you drop your opinion at the comment section. A lot of debates wey dey go on right now and wetin Nnamdi Kanu don add. So listen for yourself from these news analysts wetin dey talk about wetin dey go on and the illegal actions wey be say government don do. And make sure say you write freedom for Nnamdi Kanu at the comment section and write freedom for Biafra. Drop your opinion at the comment section. Share this video to everyone on every social media platform. Don't forget to click the subscribe button for more updates. Thank you. Share it so that everybody go dey aware of wetin dey go on, of wetin Nnamdi Kanu don do right now. This is the latest update going on.
All right, thank you very much. Well, to our final conversation for the night, IPOP leader Nnamdi Kanu has filed an appeal at the Court of Appeal challenging his conviction and multiple life sentences delivered by the Federal High Court in November. In the appeal, which cites 22 grounds, Kanu alleges denial of fair hearing, jurisdictional errors, reliance on repeal laws, unresolved motions and bail applications, double jeopardy, and a miscarriage of justice, arguing that his conviction was not proven beyond reasonable doubt. I see how Raymond right here, and of course, Kadilande. Raymond, you are a legal luminary, and from the look of things right now, how do you weigh in on the key legal issues raised in the Nnamdi Kanu's appeal against his conviction?
Okay, thank you very much. I think I was able to see the tweet of his former lawyer, now consultant, Mr. Aloy Ejimako, when he went to town with the fact of they having filed their notice of appeal. I was able to glean through some of the grounds. They relate to procedural infractions, the failure of the trial court, Honorable Justice Omotosho, to resolve the challenge to his jurisdiction, and also issues around him being denied the right to file his final written addresses, and also the court failure to consider what he described as the foundational context of the trial against the backdrop of the fact that he was abducted, or there was an attack at his country home, Afaruku, and he had to run for dear life before he was now renditioned back to the country. That the trial court failed to weigh what the implication of that action is against the trial. These are matters of, these are legal issues to an extent weighty in the sense that they border on issues around jurisdiction, because if an appellate court finds that the trial court did not have jurisdiction to entertain the trial, that means whatever happened before the trial court is going to be quashed. So I think this is the beauty of the justice process, where you have another level of adjudication to test what an earlier court had decided. Now it's going to be before a panel of 3 justices. Before the trial court, it was just 1 judge. So you have 3 justices having the opportunity to look at what one arbiter has done and then see whether there was a mistrial, there was a breach of Nnamdi Kanu's right to fair hearing, or whether the trial
part
court...
of right to fair hearing, this Nnamdi Kanu fired his lawyers and wanted to represent himself. So how do you think that particular ground would suffice in this argument?
Well, the Constitution says you are allowed to represent yourself or through a lawyer of your choice. So the fact that he disbanded his legal team still does not mean that he has lost the right to present his case. But again, it is still a complaint. It is for the appellate court to now look at it to see whether indeed he was denied the right to present his case.
Like you said, this is the beauty of the justice
and after
system.
he has another shot at the Supreme Court, and then we'll see how.
All right, Kadi, very quickly now, how do you think this particular situation would impact, the separatist agitations in the Southeast, this new development? How do you think it's going to affect it in any way?
In law, for the fact that there are still 2 more legs for him to try, irrespective of what happens at appeal, because if he wins at the appeal, federal government is likely to take it to Supreme Court. And when you're dealing with such issues, I think it's more political than legal.
I was going to say that too.
And a lot of people have come up with suggestions that there are things that are required of Kanu to do if there must be a political solution.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And the body language and the physical language we're getting, that seems not to be coming. So to a large extent, a lot still depends on Nnamdi Kanu, for us to follow the part of amicable solution. Okay. However, when you look at the weight of those issues that made them, because when you're looking at all the cases he looked at, don't forget, one of the things that made it life sentence is that all these cases were things that were ruled adjudicated upon, which means that the one that has 20 years, one that has 30 years, there's one that has life sentence. Oh. The one that has to do with cutting people's head, all kinds of allegations that were made. That's one of the reasons why we believe that there must be, in my view, there must be a representative. These are issues that lawyers could continue to engage on. You understand? Because as long as he says he wants to do it this way, he's not going to, what's the word? I think he didn't put up a defense. Yeah. And when you don't put up a defense, they will definitely go by the words of the prosecution. So these are issues that I don't want to preempt what will happen in appeal court, but I believe that lessons should have been learned. If lessons are not learned, appeal is very easy to quickly decide on.
Now, this question might pan out for the both of you. A recent report revealed that the seat at home has been called off. It was going viral online earlier on, and it was on the orders of Nnamdi Kanu. So I was monitoring the conversation, and some people are saying it's true. It's looking like they're finally calling off the seat at home.
No, let's put it this way. Is it that they've stopped sit at home, or there's an instruction?
There is an instruction that the sit at home should cease.
Did we see it anywhere?
Yeah, actually, I saw that clip
earlier today.
I saw that clip. Some guy
earlier today.
who described himself as acting at the behest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who they describe as Onyendu, and he has instructed them that the so-called money sit at home in Anambra and elsewhere in Biafra land, in his own word, has been called off. That their children should not be affected, should go back to school, and the market should reopen, and all of that. Okay. But I think this also has to do with perhaps some kind of response to what Governor Soludo did in Anambra State. You know, he took a drastic measure and said, you know what, you have got to open your shops, otherwise we close it. So maybe this is, in a sense, the IPOP element adjusting to this new response, state response to the situation, in order to perhaps save face. I don't see it as a communication that comes officially from the stables of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where he's currently holding Sokoto prison.
Okay, so do you agree with him?
I think it's for me to, let me study it. Let's
study it. Yeah.
I pray it was
true. Yeah, it was going viral earlier today, so that's why I had to mention it. So I have not affirmed it, but it was, like you said, the guy came, he made a video and said he was a representative of IPOB, and he said, look, they should call off the whole seat at home thing. And if you're saying it's due to Soludo's current situation, maybe we just might have a reprieve in that area. Thank you very much, Kardilande, for your time on the show.
My pleasure.
It's indeed always glad to have you on the show. And of course, my legal luminary here, thank you so much, Raymond Nakebe, right? Kanebe. Thank you so much, appreciate you. And that's our show for today, but before we go, let's tell you that the views and reactions of our resource persons.
Having heard everything, wetin I think be the way forward, and wetin best I think say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu need to do to make sure say him come out from that place, and what's the best solution? Share your thought at the comment section, and make sure you write freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Drop opinion wisely. Don't forget to click the subscribe button for more updates. Share this video to every Biafra so that they go dey aware of what they go on right now, and they go lay their contribution, because our comments they even try as much as possible to make people know, say, look at the mind of the people. So it's good to contribute. Write freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and freedom for the people of Biafra.